This is by far the most requested crochet tutorial that I have ever received. So here it is with free pattern included. I first want to send special thanks to all the crocheters that helped me test this pattern. This video wouldn't be here without you guys, so again, thank you so much. For those of you who are new here, welcome to ABoC Studio, where we're gonna have fun crocheting together. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like this video, and without further ado, let's get into it. For this project, I recommend using the 4.5mm crochet hook, and in the tutorial you will see I use double-stranded yarn. One strand is Aran and the other is Superfine. Double-stranded DK yarn to DK strand together is also a safe option. Nevertheless, this is an intermediate project, so you actually have all the freedom to choose what you want to use for the project, especially if you are confident around different types of yarn and you understand the impact of hook sizes. Here on the screen are just a few suggestions, but this also means that you will need to check the gauge, which we will get into right after this section. So with that given gauge, you can be free to explore different types of yarn mixture, be flexible with hook sizes, and basically be as creative as you like. For the ruffle, you will need lace yarn, category number 0. I prefer using mohair, but any lace yarn would do. And if it's hard for you to find lace yarn, you can just use the thinnest yarn you have. Then we need some stitch markers, measuring tape, scissors, and yarn needle. All the sizes will be the same for the first few rows, so let's do it together until the pattern shift. Start with the slip knot and a chain of 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then 5 double crochet into this first chain. And you want to take 2 loops of the chain, like so. Bring our loop. Double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's the first double crochet next to this chain 2, the beginning chain, which we will count and treat as a stitch. And then double crochet into the same place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now counting all the double crochets and this chain 2 in the beginning count as a stitch, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. Okay, now chain 2, turn the work, and then we're going to double crochet into this first stitch. So normally we don't work in this first stitch because this chain 2 already count as a stitch, but because we want to increase a stitch here, so we double crochet into the first stitch, and then in the next stitch we're going to increase again with 2 double crochet in the next stitch. And then the same thing will happen to all the stitches, including this chain 2 by the end. So 2 double crochet into each stitch. you can see here that I have 2 stitches left, this double crochet and this chain 2. I'll work 2 double crochet in this stitch, and although this chain 2 looks a little bit hard to insert the hook, but you just insert it right here in the chain next to the last stitch that we work in. Okay, so 1 double crochet in there, and then another double crochet in that exact same place. Okay, and now all together, all the double crochet and this chain 2 in the beginning of the second row, we will have 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, before moving on to the next row, we chain 2 and turn the work, and again double crochet into the first stitch. In the next stitch, we're going to work only 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, and then in the next stitch we work 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet in this next one, and repeat the same thing, 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet in this one, and 1 double crochet into this chain 2, this beginning chain, 1 in that stitch. All right, now chain 2 again, turn the work, double crochet into this first stitch, and then you will see in the pattern that we double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches, so 1 in this one and 1 in the next one, and then 2 in the next one, 1 and 2. Okay, and then double crochet into each stitch across until you have 6 stitches left on the row. So we count this chain 2 in the beginning of the last row as 1 stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So double crochet into each stitch all the way until this stitch, and I will meet you there to show you how it's like. Okay, so I have 6 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now in the next stitch, we put 2 double crochet in the same place, like so, and then double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, like so, and then in this next stitch we work 2 double crochet, and then we have 2 stitches left. This double crochet in the beginning chain, we work 1 double crochet in each of them. Okay, and let's check the number of stitches. Make sure that we have the same number of stitches as the pattern. Counting everything including the beginning chain, okay? From the next row, the pattern will be different for each size, but the techniques are pretty much the same. There's nothing new, so please follow the written pattern on the screen. So these are the cups, and you can see that they are different in scale, but the shape is pretty much the same. You can try the cup on to see if it fits, but please keep in mind that this is not the whole coverage. In the next steps, we will add one more row of half double crochet by the under boob, and also on top there will be at least one more row of single crochet. After that, you also have an option of adding more rows on top for even more neat coverage. And of course, there will be the ruffles. So when you try it on and it feels small, a little small, but not too much, then it is good to go. On the other hand, if you feel like you need to adjust it, you can redo the cup, switch the hook size to make it smaller or bigger. You can also adjust the yarn strands and of course, upsize or downsize the pattern. In addition, you will see that on each cup, the last row is a half double crochet row. For the A and the B cup, we have only one half double crochet row, but on the C cup, we have 2 rows of half double crochet at the end, and then on the D cup, we have 3 rows of half double crochet at the end. So you can also take away or add a half double crochet row to adjust the size. For example, if you're working on the C cup and you feel like it's a little too big, you can take away one half double crochet row by the end. Or if you feel like it's a little bit smaller, but not too small that you have to upsize to a D cup, you can add one more row of half double crochet. So yeah. And we're gonna do the exact same thing to make the second cup, but don't bite off. We're gonna move on from this loop on the hook, all right? Now let's chain 1, and then we're gonna edge this straight line of the cup, this one with single crochet. And the reason why we are using single crochet for edging instead of half double crochet is because the half double crochet would be too big and it would result in enlarge this straight edge of the cup, and that's not what we want. So we're gonna use single crochet, okay? This edge is a little messy, but you're just gonna go from loop to loop. I'll put the first single crochet here into this loop on the edge, the first loop that I see, like so. Bring out a loop and single crochet, okay? Before making the second single crochet, let's mark this first single crochet. It's gonna be easier for us to navigate on the next part of the pattern. Now, into the next loop that I see, if the loop looks too small and it's hard to insert the hook, I will just move on to the next loop, this one, like so, and then single crochet. And if you see the loop got dragged up like this and you feel like you want to work another single crochet there, don't do it, just move on to the next loop, okay? So in here, single crochet, okay, and the next loop, like so. Just make sure that you don't take a step too far away. Like this loop would feel a little too far away, so that's why I try to find the loop behind it, like so. Sometimes you can take 2 loops, it doesn't have to be 1 loop, okay? And just single crochet. And then in the next one, take this one, single crochet, in this one, single crochet, and then in this one, single crochet, and then in this middle stitch, which is the same place where we put 5 double crochet for the first row, you insert the hook in the same place like so, and single crochet, okay? Now the best thing to do is to count the number of single crochet you just made from the stitch next to this middle stitch. This one, from this one, 1, 2, 3, all the way until this first stitch, and then make sure that you will have the same number of stitches on the other side of the cup. by the end in this corner, you just grab the last loop that you see and then single crochet in there. And then I would definitely recommend to count all the number of single crochet so that you can repeat the same number of stitches on the other cup. Now moving on to the bridge part where we connect these two cups, you're gonna first insert the hook in the second stitch we see from this last single crochet that we did. So first stitch, second stitch, yarn over, insert the hook, and then on the other cup we also need to find the second stitch from the corner. So first stitch and second stitch, make sure not to count the chain 1 as one stitch, okay? The chain 1 of the half double crochet doesn't count as a stitch. You can also find a V, so first V, second V. The second V is where you want to insert the hook, like so. And then with the working yarn, you're gonna bring our loop through both cups. With 3 loops on the hook, you're gonna yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And now from here, we're gonna do the same thing we did with this first cup. We single crochet into this corner and then make single crochet by the edge. Take 1 loop at a time and make the same number of single crochet that we did on this one. I'm at the end of this edge and I'm just gonna make 1 more single crochet into this corner, into the last loop that I see. Now before moving on, I will mark this last single crochet right there. So this is how it should look like by now. Now from here we're gonna start half double crochet into the curved side of the cup. So insert the hook in the first half double crochet that you see. Here's my first stitch. I'm going to half double crochet in there. And then just keep half double crochet all the way around into each stitch until we reach the middle part of between the cups, and I will meet you there. Okay, so here I am in the middle, in between the cups. I will half double crochet in here. And you will see on this cup, this is the base of the bridge. And then on the other cup, this is the base stitch of the bridge. We're gonna work in both of the base stitches and the middle stitch, which is the bridge stitch. So half double crochet in here, a half double crochet in the middle, and then another half double crochet in the base stitch on the other cup, like so. This is how it should look like. And now do the same thing, half double crochet into each stitch across, all the way until we reach the end of the cup, and I will meet you there. Alright, so here I am. You will see that I have 1 half double crochet left to work in. And then we're gonna slip stitch into this first single crochet. So insert the hook in the single crochet, bring our loop, the same place that we marked, okay? And bring that same loop through the loop on the hook. And then we're gonna need to tighten that slip stitch by pulling on the loop on the hook and the working yarn. You will see that the slip stitch got tightened, like so. Now this is how it should look like, and you can again try this on your body. And if you feel like you need some extra coverage on the top, you can chain 1 and half double crochet on top of this single crochet row, or if you need more support under, you can make more rows of half double crochet. Alright, and if you need to do that, you would want to attach a yarn right here after you're done, and we're gonna move on from here. Okay, so chain 1, turn the work, single crochet into each of this stitch for 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now this is where the pattern will be different for each sizes. So you're gonna need to follow the written pattern on the screen for your size, but technically it's kind of similar. We always start with a half double crochet in the next stitch, and then for my size, which is the cup A, I will need to make another half double crochet, so 2 half double crochet, and then I make 2 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches, so 1 and 2. And then for my size, I will treble crochet in this stitch, and then treble crochet in this next stitch. So this is how it should look like, and the number of stitches will be different for each sizes, so you need to follow the written pattern. But it will look something like this. And then it's also gonna be different for the sizes. For me, I chain 1, but for C and D cup, you will need to chain 2. And then turn the work. And again, depends on the size you're working on, you make different types of stitches here. So for me, I will half double crochet into this first stitch, which is this treble crochet, this first treble crochet. So half double crochet in there. If you made a chain 2, you need to double crochet into the second treble crochet, because the chain 2 count as a stitch, right? And then I will half double crochet in the next stitch, and then again make a number of half double crochet according to my size instruction. For me, I will need 6 half double crochet in total, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once you have the same number of stitches as the pattern, as your pattern, we will need to slip stitch into this next stitch. So insert the hook, bring our loop, bring that loop through the loop on the hook, tighten the slip stitch, chain 1, and turn. Okay, and now we're just gonna half double crochet into each stitch across all the way until the end. Make sure we have the right number of stitches. Okay, make sure that we have the right number of stitches, and then chain 1, turn the work. And the pattern from here is pretty much the same. There's nothing new. We're gonna need to repeat the same thing again and again until the band is long enough. And make sure that you always have the right number of stitches, okay? So once we are here, we're gonna start decrease 1 stitch on each row to create the back tie. Chain 1 and turn the work, and we're gonna skip the first stitch. So half double crochet into the next stitch, not the first stitch, like so, and then half double crochet in each stitch across till the end. You will see that you have 1 stitch less on each of these decreasing row, okay? So chain 1, turn the work, skip the first stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, like so, and then half double crochet in each of them. until the end. The last stitch is always hard, a little hard to insert the hook, like so. Chain 1, turn the work, skip the first stitch, work in the next stitch, and next stitch, and last stitch. I have 3 stitches left. Chain 1, turn the work, half double crochet, skip first stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, half double crochet in the last stitch, 2 stitch left. Chain 1, turn the work, and half double crochet, skip this stitch, and half double crochet in the last one. Alright, from now we're just gonna keep chaining and make a really long chain until it is long enough. And once you feel like it's long enough, we're just gonna bind off, cut, and then fasten this knot. Make it really tight. If you have 2 strands, you can actually tie them together. For extra security. And then cut not too close to the knot, okay? Because if we cut too close to the knot, it might unravel by itself. So leave just a little bit. Okay? Now we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side of the bra. We attach the yarn right here in this single crochet that we mark, right? Tied it like so, and then bring our loop and chain 1, then single crochet in the next stitch or 5 stitches. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we repeat the exact same thing that we did here to create the other band. Now for the straps, we actually have 2 options. We can put the strap right here, right by the corner, but in case you feel like the 2 straps are way too far away from each other, we can slightly move it closer to the center. So this one is right by the side, and this one move a little closer to the center. I'm gonna show you both ways. I will do this first and then show you how to do this one, okay? Let's take the yarn and insert it right here in the mark stitch. Like so. Tie it. In the same place, you're gonna bring our loop, chain 2, and then double crochet in the next stitch, and double crochet in the next stitch. If you like, you can make 3 double crochet, but I like the strap to be small, so I just make 2 double crochet. So we basically have 3 stitches here, okay? Chain 2, turn the work, and double crochet into this next stitch, into this second stitch, like so. We're just gonna skip the last stitch, which is the beginning chain, the chain 2, and chain 2, turn the work, and double crochet into the beginning chain of the last row, like so, and chain 2, turn the work, double crochet in the chain 2 of the previous row, like so, again chain 2, chain 2, turn the work, double crochet in the beginning chain of the last row. Now just keep repeating the same thing. Chain 2, turn the work, double crochet, and it will look something like that. You repeat the same thing until this strap reach over the shoulder, and you're going to switch to the chain. make a long chain long enough so that we can use it as a tie. I'm gonna get to that later. Now I will show you how to bring the strap closer to the center. All right, so you insert the yarn in the same place right there, bring our loop, chain 1 instead of chain 2, single crochet in this stitch, in the next stitch, and then single crochet in the next stitch, and then chain 1, double crochet in the next stitch, and then double crochet again, and then another double crochet to have 3 double crochet like so. Okay, chain 2, turn the work, double crochet into the second stitch, not the first stitch but the second stitch. Okay, and double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, turn the work, and double crochet into the second stitch, skip this last stitch, which is the beginning chain of this previous row, chain 2, turn the work, double crochet into the beginning chain, this one, like so, and then again, chain 2, turn the work, double crochet into the chain 2 of the previous row, like so, chain 2, turn the work, double crochet, chain 2, turn the work, and double crochet. And it is similar to the first way we do the strap, but we just have a few more extras single crochet to move the strap closer to the center. And so I will go with this one and keep doing the same thing until the strap reach over my shoulder, and I will switch to making chain. You can wear the strap as halter just by tightening them over your neck, but I like to tie it on the band, and you just need to make sure that it's not twisted. And I will bring it in between 2 rows like this. Bring the chain in and then just tie it with a simple knot. So this is definitely adjustable. You can put the bra on and adjust the strap until it fits. Now for the ruffles, we're gonna take the skinny yarn and we're gonna put it right by the side of the strap, okay? So you see this stitch, this one, okay? And you insert it in the back loop only of the stitch, okay? So normally we're gonna take 2 loops of the V like this, right? But for back loop only, you take only the back loop of the V, like so. You put the yarn in, again tied it, leave a long enough tail to weave in later, and then insert the hook in the same place, bring our loop, and chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're gonna make 2 treble crochet in the same place. So 1 treble crochet and another treble crochet into the same place. That's how it should look like. And then we're gonna make 4 treble crochet into each of the stitch across, but back loop only, okay? So treble crochet in this one, back loop only, take the back loop of the V like so, and then treble crochet. So this is the first treble crochet of this stitch, back loop only, and then another one in the same place, 2, 3, and 4. Right? That's how it should look like. This next stitch, 4 treble crochet, back loop only, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and repeat the same thing all the way until we reach the middle of the bra, somewhere here, and I will meet you there to show you how it's like, okay? It's just gonna be a little different. You can see here that I am 2 stitches away from this bridge stitch, the middle stitch, okay? So in this next stitch, I will do the exact same thing for treble crochet into back loop only, 3, and 4. And then in this stitch, right before the bridge stitch, the middle stitch, we're gonna do 2 treble crochet and 2 double crochet in that back loop only in that stitch. So 1 treble crochet, 2 treble crochet, and 2 double crochet. All right, in the middle stitch we do 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. And then next to it we do 2 double crochet, and then 2 treble crochet in the same place, 1 and 2. Alright, and then repeat the same thing in these next stitches until the end. 4 treble crochet into each stitch, back loop only. And I'll meet you by the end of the row to show you how it's like. So here you can see I have 1 stitch left before I reach the strap. I will do 4 triple crochet in there, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then in this stitch by the strap, I will do 3 treble crochet. So take only 1 loop. Actually, if it's too hard to insert the hook, you can skip it, but I like to do it, so 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then chain 1 and bind off. Leave a long enough tail to weave in, okay? So this is how it should look like.